And we're rolling!
If you ever find yourself metaphorically between a rock and a hard place, you may be the lead marble in block pushing. Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Something that is normally Event 7 traditionally in the Marble League has rolled to Event 8. Team Momo, 3 straight podiums entering this event, and they podiumed in block pushing last season. The Midnight Wisps are 3-time defending champions if you count the qualifiers in 2020 as well. The pupils show us how it's done with a variety of strategies to do it. Sometimes that lagging fourth marble ends up giving the final couple of centimeters that can make all the difference. Tight formations spread out. You're going to see it all over the course of block pushing, and it's going to come down to single decimal places, to the 10th or even the 100th, to determine a winner. How will it shake out in this difficult course that's going to leave some bruised and battered, but ultimately triumphant? We're about to find out. Rojo Rollers, Crazy Cat's Eyes, Raspberry Racers, and the Gliding Glaciers will lead us off here. Everybody's staying tight except in the top line there. Now we get some separation. Oh, and see, that's a great example of that anchor push from the fourth marble. Look at how far behind for the Raspberry Racers that one marble is. And just to add a skosh. Oh, and that skosh was a mighty good one. 92.95 resets the Marble League record. That's the first run of the day. That was pretty darn robust. Well, I wondered silently if we would see any sort of records fall during this one as we re-rack those same competitors just in different lanes and even things out. Oh, but it's not going to be even at all when you've got the Raspberry Racers going against 3 teams. Disappointing finish for Crazy Cat's Eyes there in lane 3. But that is a fine pair of performances for the Raspberry Racers. Those front 3 bumbling together, pushing far as they can. The last flourish getting them this time past 87, nearly to 88. For a 180.65. We're going to do it another time here. We're going to do the same thing. Well, this time the Raspberry Racers, they are going to be beaten. Gliding Glaciers will be the ones handing them the defeat. Using that same strategy, it gets them into that neighborhood of 85, and another disappointing finish for Crazy Cat's Eyes. This has not been an event that the Cats have done terribly well in over time. Never a podium. Trying to change that here. One final go for these 4 marbles. And the Raspberry Racers come out on top once again. You know, they were silver in the friendly round of this event in 2020. Otherwise, that's their only appearance on the podium. Is that about to change? So looking at those top 2 runs, it appears, Raspberry Racers will hold the top spot at a combined run of 2, equaling 180.65. So you may not have to set the Marble League record to beat them, but you're going to have to be consistent. Mellow Yellow, Minty Maniacs, Chocolatiers, and the Shining Swarm now. Mellow Yellow will be first to hit the blocks. Shining Swarm will be close behind. Oh, and they edge forward at the end. Chocolatiers look like they will be bringing up the rear along with the Minty Maniacs. There's an angle just from the point of impact with the blocks. Shining Swarm got some unusual separation between marbles 2 and 3 that we don't often see, at least don't often see it work. It did give them the victory in these particular set of marbles, but remember, you're chasing a total. Position change. What can they do in their second of 4 runs? Chocolatiers will be the first to strike the blocks this time. Bringing well up the rear is not enough for them. Mellow Yellow will jump ahead and get the win in this particular heat, but it's not going to be as far as they had before. Medal Yellow, bronze medalists in this event in 2019. Nobody getting really far past 80. That's going to make that chase of a 180.65 all that much tougher. Perhaps they're saving some energy for the final 2 runs, just building up steadily. You don't want to injure yourself or overexert in the first 2 of your 4 runs, and leaving nothing in the tank for the final 2. Everybody dead even as they strike the red blocks, pushing them farther. Shining Swarm in that range of 80. Will add to their total. Chocolatiers come in second. Pretty textbook, really, for our bottom 3 finishers overall in that run. They just didn't have the strength to do it. So 160.35 for the Shining Swarm as their top total thus far. Anybody could jump them, though. They are slow out of the blocks this time. What will it mean at the end? This is going to be very close. A long lag from the anchor marble. And they may have just inched them forward, but look at the distance. Maybe a victory, yes, but it doesn't mean all that much when you barely break 70. So still, their best total, 160.35. We take a look at where everybody is thus far. Gliding Glaciers up into second place. Shining Swarm notch into third for now. Crazy Cat's Eyes. Fans, you may want to cover your eyes on that one in the stadium. Off we go for the next set of 4. Savage Speeders will hit the blocks first in lane number 2. Thunderbolts get in front of them, but the Green Ducks put together a fine performance, leaving the Limers in the dust. And look at this push, how close it is to the record. That's past 90. They just keep that forward momentum going. No strength lost over the course of that push, and it's a 91.55. They do that again, and they've got the lead. Everybody changes around. Now Limers to the top side, Thunderbolts, Speeders, and the Ducks. Thunderbolts, their lead marble quick out of the gate, but a lot of separation between them. That leads to a terrible total. The Green Ducks will repeat as victors among the 4. And this gets them out toward 84 by my eye. Unofficial. Yeah. Green Ducks got 3rd in the friendly round in 2020 at block pushing. 175.55. They're getting ever closer. Now they'll be in the top lane. Who can spring a surprise here among the other 3? Does anybody have the strength to do it? Getting this far into the runs. Green Ducks are going to inch it forward past 80. But I don't think that's going to be an improvement. Savage Speeders, it might be. Down on lane 4. The Thunderbolts and the Limers just struggling to put it together. As a team, I think that's more the issue rather than strength. So 175.55 with 1 run to go. The Green Ducks, that would put them provisionally into the silver. What do they have? Last time out. Oh, and I think they've expended it all. The Thunderbolts finally put together a wonderful launch past 80 with their 4 team members getting that block. And look at the slow-mo replay here, keeping it fairly centered out, bouncing it off the walls just slightly. But that anchor hit, timed to perfection, gets them past 81. Oh, almost to 82. That puts them at a 159.25. That's decent. And in fact, that is good enough for 5th. Green Ducks, 2nd place in front of the Gliding Glaciers. Final 4, Indigo Stars, O'Rangers, Keisers, and the hot team of late, Team Momo. There's the first push going to shake out, and where else? Momo gets the win among the 4. Doesn't mean much. they set the provisional mark at 80. Every one of them having a good bit of separation between marbles 3 and 4. $76.65. At the top, down there to 79. It's a pretty big spread. Bottom lane. Had the lead coming into the push itself, and then it faltered, and Momo goes 2 for 2. Shorter on this one, really with the entire field. Look at how even those 4 anchors are. Just waiting to see what those 3 big brutes in front of them could do. The Rangers get past 70. That should help them a bit. 72.50 for Momo puts him 152.3. Remember that 159-ish was somewhere in 5th place, if memory serves me correct. So they have to improve here in their final 2 runs. Keiser's decently quick out of the gate. Again, they're going to strike the blocks first and again come up dead last. The O-Rangers put together some wonderful teamwork. And that is flirting with 85 out there. Going to be just short of that mark. Yes, 84.40. That moves them up to a 156.45. If they've got anything left, anything that they can muster, any of these 4, they're the final runners of this entire event. What's it going to be? Pretty poor showing, I think. 70 will lead the 4. It's not going to challenge for a medal. I don't think any of these 4 will. That last run being quite indicative of that. But a wonderful effort to improve when they saw the numbers that they had to beat. Look at how close the Rangers are going to get. 156.45. I think they're going to miss out on a top 5 finish. But you know who's not going to miss out? The Raspberry Racers. Top step of the podium, gold medal, and a Marble League record. That's a pretty good sweep coming out of event number 8. That's their first gold since 2020 hurdles, their first of the season as well. Green Ducks get the silver, Gliding Glaciers get the bronze. That's first silver since 2019 for the Green Ducks back in the elimination race. Keisers, they have placed last in all 3 editions of block pushing. That is where they take that dubious distinction away from Crazy Cat's Eyes. I'm sure their fans are happy about that. Mildly, they get a point out of it. But what does this do to the overall order? 25 points for the Racers. It's not going to be enough to vault Team Momo. Everybody stays the same in the top 3. Thunderbolts up 2, or Rangers up 2. Keisers drop 3, though, down into 7th. Next up, the triathlon. Hey, before we go, a shout out from our patron Tony. Happy birthday to Ellen. And Tony says, go O Rangers. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.